I usually save these clips for like the end of the videos, but let me know if you agree with me on this. The worst thing that could happen to your vehicle on a day-to-day basis has to be a bird just leaving behind his substances. Okay, now we can do the whole, you know, the intro sequence. What is up? It's your boy Aing, bringing to you guys a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen, today we got a fun one. Today we got an exciting one. Today, we're ordering a lift kit, buddy. It's not every day that Aing goes out and spends his cheddar. But it's not every day that I go out and spend money on modifications. So I'm sure the crowd is screaming, shouting. Today we will be placing an order for my lift kit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who said I was lifting it? We're gonna be ordering our lift kit today, right in front of your eyeballs. Probably not actually in front of your eyeballs because there's credit cards involved, but nonetheless, we're gonna be talking about the 4 contenders that I'm actually considering, and to this very moment I actually don't know which one I'm going with, so this video may not go as planned. So just so you know what we're about to talk about, obviously we're going to talk about lift kits, but let's talk about the lift kits that we're about to talk about. So there's 4 different ones. I'm thinking about doing just a block, you know, block. I'm also thinking about doing a full suspension change out, so front shocks, front springs, rear shocks, maybe even do the whole leaf pack. I don't know. And then there's another option there, so same, you know, everything, but then there's the big daddy, the top of the top, folks, shocks. Now, although I know which one my bank account cannot afford, we're still going to talk about it because, well, I mean, it's fun to talk about things you can't afford. Now that you know what we're going to be talking about, let's talk about the price, let's talk about the function, and let's talk about the install. Let's start off with the cheapest all the way to the highest, most baller setup. So first and foremost, there's obviously the spacer lift kit. Now, a 3-inch lift, 3 in the front, 2 in the rear, comes out to $85 on Amazon. $85. Now that's a pretty good deal. That is pretty hard to beat. A lot of people tell you to go with this brand, a lot of people tell you to go with that brand. I tell you do whatever you want. If you get the wrong type of block, if it gets chipped or it gets scratched, it starts to rust. Obviously it'll take a very long time for that to happen, but that's what they scare you with at least. It's 80 bucks, you get a lift, you keep stock components, you ride it out for a couple of days or months, I don't know how long it'll last, but you get a lift kit. Moving on to number 2, the second option, this is where it gets crazy. So it goes from $85 over to $800. This one's very, very tempting. Very tempting, okay? So front and rear shocks, comes with different springs. It's a 3-inch lift from Rough Country, comes with blocks in the rear. This one comes with upper control arms. Now, if you don't know about the lift world, upper control arms are very, very important. 900 beans, everything included, not bad for a 3-inch lift. That's pretty baller. All right, number 3. Our number 3 option is a very common option, I will say. Bilstein 5100. Let me take that back. Bilstein. Bilstein sounds a little bit more French. It just makes it sound a little bit cooler, so we'll say Bilstein. Bilstein 5100 front and rear with the Deaver Adelleaf OME 2888 springs to give you that 2.5 to 3-inch lift in the front. Not too shabby at all. That's the lift kit I used on my last truck. $846 and some change is the exact amount. I remember going completely bankrupt after purchasing it. And last but not least, of course, we can talk about the ugly, we can talk about the pretty too on this channel, all right? Bilstein, nope, that's not what I'm talking about. Fox 2.0 lift kit with remote reservoirs. Why did I go Canadian? With remote resis. Okay, now listen, buddy, hear me out. Just the front, okay? Just the front 2, just the coils and the shocks. 900 big ones. Let's be honest. Let's take a moment. Cut the camera. No, don't cut the camera. I'm not in Aing mode anymore. Do I need a $900 suspension in the front? Fox 2.0 front pair for the Tacoma. And then the remote resis are like $600. Now that we've talked about price, let's talk about the functionality on these. All right, buddy, listen. If I have to come out in the cold, you do too. Did you do that? So, now let's talk about functionality and let's talk about realistically what I'm planning on doing with this truck. I plan on holding this truck from now until the next generation Tacoma comes out. The reason I bring this up is because I'm going to be doing multiple builds on this one Voodoo Blue Toyota Tacoma. So at first we're going to do this build, right? We're going to build it up, but I want to be able to part it out later and be able to go on a separate build. And I don't want to invest too much cheddar cheese onto this truck if I'm not planning on keeping it forever. Does that make sense? By the way, I am keeping the truck forever, just not all the parts on it. Let's talk about the blocks. Now, I've only heard bad things about this. The only benefit is it's cheap. In life, when you're cheap, you end up paying for it. But the truck that's $45 million, you don't want to be cheap. I'm just too scared to be driving down the road, and one of the things that I hear is that thing right there snaps, and of course, well, it'll make for a great video for you, but when I'm on the side of the road and Sandy's yelling at me, I told you so, it's not fun. The rough country setup. Now this one's pretty baller. This one is definitely one that I'm considering. I'm very, very close to purchasing. In the back it comes with blocks, so that's good because I don't plan on putting too much more weight on the back of the truck, so that's good. It comes with shocks as well, and then you get 3 inches in the front, 2 in the rear for 900 beans with upper control arms. I'm sorry, I did not mean to get that aggressive on you. And then of course you got the good old trusty Bilstein 5100. Honestly, at the price point, it's pretty sad to say, but that's like the entry-level thing that most people recommend. If you're looking to test the waters in off-roading, Bilstein 5100s, front and rear, OME, Deaver Add-A-Leaf, and you're all good to go. Of course, a lot of people smack on the SPC upper control arms. I guess in between the rough country and the Bilstein 5100, the real difference is locks back there or Deaver Add-A-Leaf back there. Upper control arm or no upper control arm. If I get the Bilstein, it allows me to obviously go with the different upper control arm. You got JBA, you got SPC, there's a couple other upper control arms, so that's always an option to do down the line. You don't always have to do it right away. And of course, well, the Fox, well, we can keep dreaming unless you leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Whoa, that was way off. That was like unsynchronized. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know the dealio, man. So yeah, that is where we are right now. I am torn, but I think I've made my decision. I have ordered my lift kit. It is on its way, so the next Mod Monday, so with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. You already know. Leave it down below. What lift kit did I get? If you do, I will shout you out in Mod Monday. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. Let me know what lift kit you're running. But with that being said, it's been your boy. I'm out like an Audi. I'll see you tomorrow. Cinco de Malo. Peace.